Welcome to my Hildryn Prime showcase. This is one of my favorite warframes to survive on. Super easy to play, doesn't have any energy at all, uses their shields in place of the energy, so of course you spec into shields. My Archon charges are pretty simple: 3 duration, 1 Tau Forward Strength, 1 Parkour Velocity. Parkour Velocity can be swapped out. I just think it's really nice to run while you're in Age of Storm, since you're going to be spending 90% of your time in here. This is my build. You could probably cut off a Forma here or wherever you want, really. The really hard thing to get in this is Prime Vigor, since that is login day locked. Of course, building defensive on Hildryn directly translates into offense with Aegis Scale and your max energy, so also Arcane Expertise and Multi-Augmented. For also a very large amount of range while being negative efficiency. Super fun. You don't need to do too much on this frame to hit big numbers. Of course, just sub-zoom here. You could sub-zoom literally anything you want over Haven. Honestly, Zatas is probably your best bet, but you don't need more damage on this frame, as you're going to see with what the numbers I hit. And since we're almost max range, we have 7.5 meter explosion range, which we are then enhancing even further on Balefire through Primed Fulmination. Fantastic. Or secondary fortifier, so then we can entirely rely on our shield as just an energy bar. You don't need to worry too much about it at all. As long as you're killing things in the game, killing things, you'll be fine. And since your AoE off this Balefire has no line LOS check, you just perma over a guard gate. You can take this to level cap super easily. Haven's, yeah, like I said, replace it with anything else you want. Even Haven itself isn't even a bad ability. As you can see, as we fly around in the Kuba Fortress, Hildryn's just gonna do whatever she wants. Of course, we're using my lovely Mark 1 Furax. It has the Furax Amalgam, 45% fire rate on the secondary weapons.
Scans show Grenier are harvesting Kuba nearby.
Melee
Set off the alarms to draw them out.
I actually don't know if that works on Hildryn. I use this Furax for Risa as well. So.
As expected, Grenier have shut down the environmental systems.
That's why melee
sending modified life support capsules. Use
these
to sustain your environment.
Yeah, that's the easy way to double your crit damage.
You
can see first and hit that. Like, when you look at them, you just put it to actually serve the switch device. You can turn on Haven if you want to. I did see a meme a while back with health tank Hildryn with that 1 arcane that gives you max health every single time you shadow the building on. Not every time, but whenever you're in the building being shadowed, you get extra max health. You can see, I don't need to look at where they are. Just look at where they are, why not? One thing I find super enjoyable about Hildryn is you just need to care about anything. I have the Overguard beats, so I'm interested in. That guy's a lovely thing. Of course, for tankier enemies, you're going to do at least a half armor strip them. Since we are only about a half armor strip, you can actually full, like, restore off the same enemy twice, which is nice. That's off the same boards. Once he has those offense stacks, we're actually going to get more and more.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating
I think
will buy you more
really
time.
Interesting. But expertise is super easy to farm. This whole build is really easy to farm with it kind of bigger, honestly. Hildryn has recently left the rotation, being accessible via priming, but it's fine. And it is also really important to remember, aerial bar. You just slow nearby enemies by 60% while you're airborne. Yep. Hildryn herself isn't as active. You could really as well
incoming.
as making her like actually feel like flight instead of being like weighed down by bricks. And of course, you also notice that you get a hostage enemies in the air with your 4. That's not too important, but it's still nice. It's an extra kind of skill that you have. Look at that damage difference on the by the way. And it is also important to
Additional
remember that
life
melee
support
Korean,
has arrived.
it doubles crit damage. Yep. Melee Korean doubling crit damage is gonna make your life a lot easier. It's just what can't this frame do, honestly. Any kind of damage you need, she's gonna cover. What about the Skyborn Bastion of the Sagas? Man, Hildryn. What used to be an absolutely abysmal frame went from 0 to here. It shows. There goes Lily. Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm not even looking at my screen, I'm looking at the top right twice now in the middle of my screen. Because, like, with no LOS check and it's to this extreme, you don't even need to like really avoid them. Yeah, I'm probably close enough. And as you can see, fortifiers can be alive doing anything. Statuses, so my can't touch us, which means we never have to worry about shield. Goes every once in a while if you're feeling like you're low or you look at your shields and you need to see. You see them.
Our operative is making progress.
611.
This will
Yep, that's
help
like
our cause.
120 KPM.
When you are ready, go
That's
to
just so
extraction.
beautiful what this frame does. It is important to remember that she can't, like, exceed a certain limit off the ground. You see me just fall back down one time. But yeah, the core velocity does so much with while you're in Aegis scale. Because, like, look at how much fast, well, look how fast I move. Without this, I'd be moving a third of the distance.
They fought well.
Also super important to
dance
remember that, again, Zata's available, Aurora's available. I'm pretty sure Zata's is better in Hildryn. Null Star could work if you wanna run like Merciless or Deadhead or something. Not expertise, whatever secondary arcane you want. So then you have DR on your shields since Null Star works on shields. That's a pretty fun ability. There are so many different options in here. If you really wanted to, you could say, screw it, I'm running Gloom. Why? Cause why not, man? This frame is so gross with everything she can do. Yeah, I'll show this off since I was showing off at the beginning. Amalgam Theorix body count, multi impacts here for aura, seismic palms here for aura, and melee Kareen. These are the only 2 mods you ever need to worry about. You could run an actual build on this, it don't matter. It's an incarnate, but the incarnate doesn't matter either. Nice, you get poor core velocity after it's incarnate. So then you could run that, you could incarnate it, and then take this off for whatever you want. Your operator school doesn't matter too much. But yeah. And that's my Hildryn. I appreciate everyone for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.